Good afternoon. Hi Linda, welcome. Welcome to Wednesday lunchtime yoga. We've got energizing yoga. Today is from a special request. We've got stretches to help with tight shoulders. So when we sit at a desk or we sit in a chair all day like this, you get tight shoulders, you get strain through the neck, but also your chest muscles shorten. So today we're going to do quite a bit of chest opening to try and lengthen these muscles to allow the back to stretch. So hopefully that'll help. So if you've got a belt, then grab a belt or a strap, a dressing gown belt or anything like that, and a couple of blocks if you've got them. If not, just a rolled up towel or a rolled up blanket or something. We want to be able to lift, maybe a few cushions. We want to be able to lift the back up off the floor to allow the chest to open. If you've got a foam roller, that would be amazing for this. But I'm going to do it with blocks, and as I say, if you haven't got that, just grab a pillow and curl it lengthways, or something like that, so that you can lift the back up off the floor. So it's a bit like a fish pose, but it's really good for opening out the chest muscles so that we're not shortening them through here. So that's today's session. I hope you enjoy it. We'll get started. Okay, so we're going to start seated. So either sit in here with your knees bent, or sit with your legs crossed. My hips are a little bit tight this morning, so I'm just going to pop a block under my bum so that I can sit comfortably in cross-leg position. We're just going to start with some shoulder rolls. So bringing those shoulders up, back and down. Really trying to open up through those shoulders. So really pulling them up to your ears, rolling them back and dropping them down away from you. And then you're going to change direction. So you're going to roll the shoulders forward. If you're anything like me, you'll hear a clunk every time you do this. It just wakes up the shoulders. Then we're going to bring the hands onto the knees and we're going to do a cat-cow, but we're doing it seated. So we're going to inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, so we're really opening through here. And then exhale, arch round out the shoulders, pull the belly button in. This morning. So inhale, lifting that chest, looking up to the ceiling, really trying to stick the chest out and roll the shoulders back. And then exhale, rounding out, tucking the nose under. Just keep that going at your pace. And then come back to neutral. You're going to do those shoulder rolls again. So bringing the shoulders up, back and down. And then going the other way. And then coming back to neutral, we're going to inhale. We're going to take the arms out nice and wide and look up. And then as we exhale, we're bringing the hands forward, separating out the shoulder blades and really pressing the knuckles away. So deepening that cat-cow now. Inhale, lifting the chest, pulling those arms back, and exhale, rounding out the shoulders. Just keep that moving. You might want to hold each position for a couple of breaths. roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to just do some wrist movement. So if you're sat typing at a desk, then your wrists might get sore. So we're just going to take hold of the fingers and push, straighten the arms, pressing through, so we're opening up through these forearms. Changing sides. And just keep it moving. And then we're going to interlace the fingers, take the arms up, reaching nice and high, looking up to the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the hands behind and let the head drop back. Again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, take the hands behind. Lifting that chest. Okay, we're going to come forward. We're going to take the right arm across, lower the shoulder away from the chin and look over the right shoulder. And then inhale, open the arms. And then exhale, left arm comes across, looking over your shoulder. Dropping that shoulder away from the chin, lengthening the neck, still sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, open. And exhale, bringing the hands forward, rounding out the spine. We're going to walk the hands down, we're just going to let the body drape. Taking a couple of breaths there. And then slowly sitting up, bringing the hands onto the knees, and we're just going to rock the head. So you're just rocking the head and neck from side to side. You can go all the way around if that's comfortable for you. If it makes you feel funny or dizzy, then just stop. And then we're going to come up and we're going to drop the head so the right ear comes towards the right shoulder, and take the right hand onto the left ear, and just ever so slowly let the weight of the arm stretch out down the left side of the head. Roll that shoulder away. And then straighten up. Turn it from side to side. And then go the other side, left ear down to the left shoulder. Let the weight of the hand just stretch out through that neck. And then release, turning the head from side to side. And then just a little bit of a circle again. If it does send you funny, just do halfway, just circle through there. And then we're going to sit up tall. We're going to take hold of your belt and we're going to come into cow face. So we'll start with cow face without the belt. And sit comfortably, so if you're not comfortable sat cross-legged, then don't sit with your feet in front of you. I'm going to sit on my knees, on my feet, because I find this a little bit more comfortable. So what we're going to do with cow face is it's basically a stretch that stretches out under the triceps all the way through here, but it also opens up the shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the left arm up into the air, and then we're going to bring that left hand down onto the centre of the back. With the right hand, we're just going to push that elbow away. So we're trying to push the elbow and lift the head so that we're opening up under the armpit. So this is just your starter. You should really feel that stretch down here. Breathing nice and deeply. And then we're going to release. Take the hands behind, push the thumbs down and push the hands away. And then we're going to bring the right hand, reach up high, bring it down to the back of the spine. And then using the left hand, we're pulling the elbow back. So again, you're going to stretch this time in the right side. And then release the hands, press the thumbs down and away. Okay, this time with your belt in your hand, you're taking the left arm up, the belt comes down the back. And then we're going to bend the elbow, and then with the right hand we're going to take hold of the belt behind. And we're just going to try and walk the fingers in towards each other. Pushing that left elbow back, breathing nice and deeply. You might be here, but that's fine. We're just trying to get to open up through the chest and stretch out the lats. Some people can link the fingertips together. You can walk the hands towards each other, really feeling that shoulder open. If it gives you pain, then just come away from it. Come back into that tricep stretch if that's better for you. And then release. Just circle the shoulders. And then we're going to take the right arm up, holding that belt so that that belt's draping down your back. We're going to bend the elbow and then take hold of the belt. And again, just trying to walk those hands together. On the left side, you'll really feel this elbow coming back, this shoulder coming back, opening out the chest. Pushing the right elbow back, so you're really stretching out under the elbow. And again, some people can link the fingers. I'm not going to force it, I'm a little bit stiff from training. And then we're going to release. And then you're going to bring the hands wide, thumbs up. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, right hand comes over left, and we're going to hug. So we're taking the fingertips behind you to take hold of your shoulder blades. So with this, you can lift the elbows, which gives you a deeper stretch, or you can just round the spine, tuck the nose under. So it just gives you a little bit of respite from those chest stretches. Especially if you haven't got particularly good posture and this is your natural position, then doing all of these, although it will help and it will stretch these muscles, it is hard work. So we're then going to inhale, open, thumbs up, open out that chest, and then left arm comes over right, and we're going to hug and fold. And then release, we're going to come onto all fours. So we're going to come onto all fours, got blocks, I'd like you to pop the blocks in front of you. If you don't have blocks, you can use a chair, you can use the edge of the sofa, you can use the edge of the bed. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the elbows onto these blocks. Okay, so we're going to sit onto the heels and we're going to bring the elbows to the blocks and bring your hands into prayer. Okay, so just starting there, you're then going to take my knees wide. You're then going to bring the head down and through. So you're bringing that body nice and flat. So my knees are wide to create space for my torso. And then the elbows are on those blocks. The hands come to prayer. And if they can sit just at the base of the neck. And as you breathe, you're letting the chest come down towards the floor. So that's opening up the lats, opening up the triceps. Breathing nice and deeply, letting that chest come down. To make this stretch a little bit deeper, you can come up like we do with Melting Heart, keeping the hips high. Bring the elbows onto the block, hips come high, and then drop the head through. So you'll feel a much deeper stretch in the shoulders. They're working much harder. And then we're going to come up. Move the blocks out of the way and sit back, walk the hands out in front of you. Bring the forearms down, just rest there, rock the hips from side to side. I'm going to plant the hands down and we're going to round up, arching out the spine, tucking the nose under. So we're coming into that cat pose. Holding it there, breathing deeply, really press through that mat. Really bring the nose under, squeeze the bum, pull the belly button in. And then we're going to come back and sit back into child's. Just trying to rest through that upper body. And then come up. We're going to come up onto your hands. So we're going to come up. We're going to bring the feet down, soften the knees, and then just let the body fold here. Just let the head hang. The knees are slightly bent. We're going to slowly roll up, bringing that head up, just taking it steady as you come up. We're now going to do a forward fold, but with that chest opener. So we're going to bring the feet as wide as the mat. So we're going wide legs. We're going to take the hands behind and interlace the fingers. This rolls back the shoulders and opens up the chest. From here, we're going to inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to hinge forward. And as you come forward, you're going to let those arms hang. Head looking through to the wall behind, and we're letting those hands come down to really open out the chest. If you can't do that, just come to here, but really try and roll the shoulders back. Don't let them round out. Let the head hang.
and then release the hands down, bringing them down to the floor. The more you straighten those legs, the more stretch you'll get through the hamstring in this position now. But don't force anything. If you're working on the shoulders, work on the shoulders. If you're sitting a lot, you might find that you've got tight glutes. So we're going to bring the bum down and come into a toddler squat, pushing the elbows out of the way. We're going to bring the bum all the way down, and we're going to come into a seated pigeon pose. So you can do this on a chair, so if you are sat on a chair at your desk, you can do a nice pigeon pose from there. I'm just going to lift by sitting up onto the blocks. And what we do is we're going to bring the knees down here. We can take the hands behind to create some space, so we're going to lean the shoulders back, lifting that chest, and then we're going to bring the knee, the ankle onto the knee. So you'll find that already you'll feel a stretch in this left glute. Keep the shoulders back if you're sat on the floor. If you're on a chair, you can lean forward. So you can bring the elbows onto the shin and lean forward, and you really feel that stretch through the glute. So you can do this sat on a chair, or you can do it sat on the floor, lifting the chest and pushing the knee down. Your other option, if you would like to, is doing the right foot against the floor, against the wall, nice flat back, and put the put the ankle onto the knee, and again just push that knee away. So you'll feel a nice stretch in the glute. While we're laid back here, we're trying to keep the back flat, the shoulders flat onto the mat. So you've got various options with that. Change sides, so if you've got your foot against the wall, change sides, bringing the right ankle onto the knee and push the knee away. If you're sat on the floor or on a couple of blocks, again the right ankle comes to the knee, take the hands behind, open the chest, push that knee away. If you're on a chair, you can fold, gives you a deeper stretch in the right glute. Lift that chest all the time, squeeze those shoulder blades together. This is something that you can do sat on your chair at your desk. We're going to release down. We're going to come onto the floor. This is where you want your blanket or your blocks. I'm going to stack my blocks here. Another rolled up mat or your foam roller is a really good idea to have. So if you've got one of these wonderful things, you can lay it down. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay over it so that the centre of the back is on that roller or on those blocks. So we're going to come down and we're trying to lift up onto it so that it's in the centre of your back. Your head's going to hang back and then you're going to open the arms. So you're feeling the centre of that back is on the blocks. And you're going to open the arms up and let the weight of your arms open up this chest nice and comfortably, semi-comfortably. So that's with your foam roller. If you're using blocks, and again we just want to put the centre of the back, so between the shoulder blades, come onto the blocks, feet flat on the floor, let the head hang and let the arms open. You can bring the bum onto the floor if that's comfortable for you, but it gives you a nice back bend without having to hold it or force it. And then we're opening up the chest here, let the head hang. If you're struggling to let the head hang, just pop a pillow or a cushion underneath the head, and that just lets
the shoulders open. So it's worth playing around with. If you've got a bolster cushion, then that's great. Just something to lift up the back. So this gives you fish pose. So with fish pose we end up with the arms underneath us and the head with the top of the head on the floor. But this gives you a modified version. It's not quite as strong on the back and on the neck and the head. But it allows you to just breathe there. Really letting that chest open. You can squeeze the shoulder blades together if you wish. We're going to slowly sit up. Now you stay there for as long as you want, or we're going to slowly sit up. Come into a cross-legged position if that's comfortable. We're going to inhale, take the hands up, bring them into a prayer position. And then we're going to exhale, come over into a side bend. Again, you can do this on your chair if you're sat at a desk. Inhale to centre and exhale over to the other side. Inhale to centre, take the hands behind, lift that chest. And then again, we're going to come into a twist to finish. So if you're sat at an office chair, this is a really good one to have. We're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, you take the right arm across and hold onto the back of the chair and look over your shoulder. We're going to bring the hand onto the knee and look over the shoulder. But it's a good twist if you've got a back on your chair. You can hold onto it around here and you're getting that same twist, making sure you're sat up nice and tall. Inhale, come to centre, and exhale, twist the other way, looking over the shoulder. And then inhale, come to centre, and exhale, just let the head hang, let the shoulders round. Sit yourself up, roll those shoulders. Give the head a little bit of a turn, bring the hands to prayer, and then bow forward, namaste. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I hope that helped. TG, that was for you. That's back and shoulders and chest stretch. That's hoping that we can stretch out these muscles to work on strengthening the back muscles so that when you are slouched, you don't get as much pain. Please let me know how you get on. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me this Wednesday. I'm back on Friday at 8 AM for Salute to the Sun. Again, if anyone wants me to look at particular areas or particular issues that they're dealing with in their body, then let me know, and it always gives me something to focus on and something that you guys want. So thank you so much everyone. Namaste. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you Friday at 8 AM. Take care.